Hey everyone, welcome back to youtube.com/snapbolt, and I got a spicy brew for you today. This is pretty exciting. This is a Pauper League, and we're playing Blue Black Infect. And there's a lot of crazy cards, a lot of off-the-wall cards, like ones I'm sure if you're looking at Unstable Mutation, Supernatural Stamina, even Virulent Wound, you might not know what all these cards do, even Contentious Plan. So I'll just go over the deck real quick. We have 4 Ponder, 4 Preordain. And then our creatures that we're infecting them with are 4 Blighted Agent, 4 Plague Stinger, and that's our only infect creatures that we're playing in the deck. So we're kind of like a blue-black control shell that can win with infect. Um, then this card is pretty sweet. This is an older card, Unstable Mutation. Enchanted creature gets +3/+3 for 1 blue mana, but the downside is at the beginning of your upkeep, you put a -1/-1 counter on that creature. So you play it, you give your guy +3/+3, next turn -1/-1, so it's essentially next turn +2/+2, then +1/+1, then 0, then it kills it if it's a 1/1. But we don't really care about the downside because for 1 mana, giving your guy +3/+3 and then +2/+2 next turn, most of the time, if that works, that's going to be enough to win. Or, I mean, that's at least just dealing 7 effect, plus like a Blighted Agent or a Plague Stinger, because you're hitting for 4, then 3. Supernatural Stamina is our other quote-unquote pump spell, because it's 1 mana instant until end of turn target creature gets +2/+0, but it also serves double duty as a way in this deck, because we don't have Vines of Vastwood, to protect our guy, because when this creature dies, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control. So it's actually, in a way, better than Vines, because it only costs 1, it can be used as a pump spell, and if they have an Edict effect, which there's actually a lot of in Pauper, then this gets around the Edict, because you just play it on your guy, you sack your guy, and it comes back. There's also the card Undying Evil, which gives a creature Undying, but the problem with that is we can't play it preemptively unless they kill our guy, but this we can just use as a pump spell to kill them. And then one of the main cards in the deck, that it's based around, is Virulent Wound. Instant for 1 black, put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. When that creature dies this turn, its controller gets a poison counter. So this is like a way we can just start the ball rolling, give them a poison counter, or it's a way if they go to 8 or 9, we might be able to just surprise them and kill a 1/1 and then infect them out. That goes really well with Contentious Plan. 2 mana sorcery, proliferate, draw a card. So the only thing we can proliferate is their infect counters on them. So it's basically, this card basically reads 2 mana, draw a card, or if opponent is infected, 2 mana, draw a card, opponent gets a poison counter. So pretty clunky, but if we're able to get in a couple hits with Blighted Agent, then play some Virulent Wounds, Contentious Plans, we can win that way. We have 4 counterspells just to protect ourselves. So we play more of a controlling game. A couple Night's Whispers for card advantage, and a couple more in the board against control decks. And then just a couple Agony Warps as the removal spell of choice other than Virulent Wound. I had a couple Disfigures as well, but I wanted more card advantage, so we have a lot of card advantage in this deck. 4 Ponder, 4 Preordain, 2 Night's Whisper, 4 Contentious Plan, so we can rip through our deck relatively quickly. Moving on to the sideboard, a couple Dispels if we see they have like a lot of instant speed removal. A couple 3 Hydroblast effects, a Disfigure, 2 Mutagenic. This is nice, especially when we see the opponent has a lot of 2 damage or -2/-2 effects, because then we can save like our 1/1s with Mutagenic Growth for 0 mana. So that's mostly where it's going to come in, but also I could just see it randomly if we don't know exactly what else to bring in. We can just bring in a couple of Mutagenics just to get them. Quad Diabolic Edict. This is mostly for Boggles, but also for like Gurmag Angler decks, we can consider bringing it in, or just if we face some random annoying stuff like Reanimator or something, we can just bring in a bunch of Edicts. I like having all 4 there. And I don't really think I need Chainer's Edict. Yeah, we have 2 Aqueducts, but getting to 7 mana is still pretty hard with this deck. So I think just having the instant speed Edict seems better. A couple of Night's Whispers, like I said. We would go up to 4 Night's Whispers against control decks, just so we can really keep drawing cards, and 1 Suffocating Fumes against Elves or whatever else we may want it. But this deck seems sweet. It's not like all in like the other Infect decks. We're just kind of trying to play the controlling game and then win with these 2 good Infect creatures, plus some protection, plus a little bit of pump, and a lot of removal, counters, and card selection. So without further ado, let's go round 1. Let's see how we do with this monstrosity. Okay, welcome to round 1. We're against BKM. They're on a mulligan to 6. We're going to keep this clunky 7, but looks fine. We have double Plague Stinger. We have good mana, albeit slow. But we have a Contentious Plan. Ooh, Tranquil Cove. Wonder what that means. I was going to say, hopefully we draw an untapped land before turn 2, so we can just start running out these Plague Stingers. I think we just run them out with this hand. We'll see. Okay, we're against Tron, so definitely just going to run out of Plague Stinger here. Could get countered, but I guess I'm not too worried about that. Blue-white Tron. So this could be just like some controlling Tron deck. Impulse, sure. Now if we get to untap and play another Plague Stinger and have Supernatural Stamina up, then we have like a reasonable clock going. This is probably just Flicker Tron. Map, and does he have another land? Looks like no. Okay, so that gives us a good shot here. Ash Barrens. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, I think I'm playing Swamp, Plague Stinger, and then leaving up Supernatural Stamina. Just hit for 1. Then end of turn, if I have an opening where I don't think my guys are going to die, I can just cycle Ash Barrens. I like that. I'll just start by just attacking. So yeah, getting like even just the first effect is huge because of our proliferate. This just gives us like so much more value. And then we'll go Swamp, Plague Stinger, leave up Stamina. If we don't need to cast it and we feel like we're safe, we'll cycle Ash Barrens. Otherwise we can just untap. There's no huge rush to cycle this Ash Barrens. Okay, Cliffs, so that can be that can unlock a red spell to kill our guys, but we do have this. So I am gonna cycle. I'm not scared of like a blue or white removal spell end of turn, so I'm just gonna cycle this while I can. And I guess I'll just get another island. You generally want more blue sources. Ooh, another Supernatural Stamina. That's interesting because now we have some reasonable pump spells to like just go for a win also. Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's at 1, 7. So we have a fair amount of infect going here. I think what I'm going to do is just start by attacking with both. I might just leave up 1 Supernatural Stamina this turn rather than both. I think I like that. So hit him for that, play Contentious Plan, and then probably play a tap land depending on what we draw. Okay, just proliferate his infect counters. Okay, so we did draw another untapped land, but the problem is island doesn't leave up stamina anyway. So I'll just play another backwater and pass. So we could get blown out by Electrickery here. I guess we can also get blown out if he has, God, I always forget the names of cards. the 1/4 that makes us skip our combat phase. Looks like he does have this Dignitary. Okay. Maybe we should have just gone for pump that turn. Because now if he just can continuously flicker this Stonehorn, we might be in trouble. Counterspell? That's not good. Just getting kind of flooded here. So we have to skip our combat step. We have 6 more points of infect here. I'm kind of feeling like we should have just fired off these staminas. Did I miscalculate? He was at 1, and then he was getting hit for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, well the good news is the bad news is he gets to draw 2 and have a blocker, but the good news is we can attack and we have double stamina, so we have some good options. We can just lose one of our stingers, hit him for 5 up to 9, or we can stamina stinger, trade for Muldrifter, get our stinger back, and still hit him for 1 or 3. So hopefully we draw like another Contentious Plan, Ponder Preordain, Counterspell. Another land. Brutal. Definitely going to attack. And I think I want to just get him to 9 and lose a Plague Stinger. Getting Muldrifter off the board is also pretty relevant. But then if I just hit him to 7, could also hit him to 5 and keep 1 stamina in my hand. I don't know if I need to use another stamina. I feel like I do want to though. Man, I can just hit him to 9. Drawing a land there was brutal. This deck maybe should have 18 or 19 lands rather than 20, but we're definitely still just getting flooded here. We've drawn pretty much all lands. I think I'll start just by... Maybe I don't even want to cycle Ash Barrens, because if I draw a Ponder, it's nice to have the Ash Barrens in hand. Okay, so I'm going to go Island. I am going to attack with both. He's going to block. Now I have to decide what to do. I'm just torn. Do I get the Muldrifter off the table? It does make his Ghostly Flickers a lot worse. But hitting him to 9 just seems like a way we can maybe sneak out a win. So I'm not sure how many counterspells they play. Then any contentious plan we find, we win. Alright, I think I'm going for it. I don't like it, but I'm just so torn. So if I kill this Muldrifter, he seems to actually be in a pretty rough spot. I guess he can play more Muldrifters though. Alright, I'm going for this. Get him to 9 Infect line here. Now we just need to either find a way to kill this if he doesn't flicker it right now. Oh, he has the Ephemerate. Okay. So yeah, we're all in on just finding contentious plan and resolving it here. But he has to play very careful. I mean, he's at 9. We also have a line of put a -1/-1 counter on his Muldrifter and then Virulent Wounded if we draw that. I think I'm not going to cycle Ash Barrens here as well. Ooh, Ghostly Flicker right now. Yep. It's not good. So maybe getting the Muldrifter off the table was the right call, but I took the line that I took. Prism, sure. I feel like they do have to have some counterspells. 8 cards, he's discarding a card. Okay, there's Virulent Wound. I think I'm going for it. He could have another Ghostly Flicker. I think what I do is I just attack. He's gonna block. I let my Plague Stinger die. But then I don't do anything because he has Ghostly Flicker up and he might go for that end of turn. Oh, I can't attack. Damn it. Okay, well. Just realized he flickered the Stonehorn. So I just have to pass. Impulse. Man, we were so close. So we have to find some way to Virulent Wound and kill a guy. Another Ephemerate here? Sure. He's going to draw Infinite here. So it is looking like I should have killed the Muldrifter, but if he just had another Muldrifter and goes evoke Muldrifter, Ephemerate it, then I still just get blown out by that too. Okay. Just let that happen. I mean, he was able to just fully go off just in time. We almost got him. Get to bring in a bunch of Night's Whispers in this matchup because they're not really putting pressure on our life total. Another Muldrifter here. He's got 12 cards in hand. Oh, Mnemonic Wall. Now we can keep Ghostly Flickering. That's what I didn't want to see. Yeah, Ephemerate, sure. So he blinks the Stonehorn, so we can't attack. It's fine. He didn't want to attack with Muldrifter. He's not going to know about this, so that's good. We also have 4 Ponder, 4 Preordained in the deck, so like we should be drawing those at some point soon too. He has 11 cards in hand. He has to discard Infinite. Probably has another Ghostly Flicker. Another Virulent Wound. Okay. So now I'm definitely going past the turn, hope he end of turn Ghostly Flickers, and then it also targets Muldrifter and I get to double Virulent Wound it. So that's the line I'm going for. I'm not going to do it now because he probably has some blink effect up. Hopefully he goes for something here. Looks like he is. Okay, this is our... He could have another... Oh, Impulse. He could have another Ghostly Flicker here. But I think this is my best shot. I'm going for it. If he has a Ghostly Flicker, we just lose. But if he doesn't, we win. Don't do it. He has it. Alright, we're gonna lose now. Dispel. Okay. Yeah, we're super dead here. I think going for it there is right because I don't think it's like getting any better for us to try it. We'll see what his win condition is. It might just be attacking with Mole Drifters. Now he's just going to get back, I guess, Ephemerate again. You could just get back Ghostly Flicker, though. I was kind of surprised he didn't the first time, but... Maybe he could have waited on those Virulent Wounds also. Maybe he would attack with Mole Drifter into a Plague Stinger, but I don't think so. Is this another Mole Drifter? Yep. It's like I built the deck this way because I wanted to be able to just grind really well, but we're just not drawing that part of our deck. Like any Ponders, Preordains, Night's Whispers, more Contentious Plans, we're just not drawing them. I'm almost sure he's going to just counter any Contentious Plan we have. Okay. Still just going to keep the Ash Barrens in case we draw Ponder. And again, the reason for that is if we draw Ponder and see one good card and two bad cards, we put the good card on top, then we draw it, then we cycle Ash Barrens to shuffle the two bad cards away. Teachings, sure. Probably just getting Ghostly Flicker. Unwind, okay. Just a counterspell. Blink Mnemonic Wall. Get back Teachings. Yeah, we're super dead here. Get back Ghostly Flicker, sure. It's like this is the point where I really want to concede, but with him at 9, he could make some type of mistake where he just leaves the one counter up, and if we draw Contentious Play next turn, we cast it and then cast Counterspell. But this is the position you always hate to be in when it's like you want to concede, but you just can't because you think you might be able to win. Oh, Jinrava Horror. Okay, just gonna let that resolve, and then I don't think this Plague Stinger really does anything actually. I'm probably just gonna discard that. That's just never getting through for a hit, no matter what, so. And now we can start Dinrava Whoring all our permanents, so that's his way to win. And see if we draw something this turn. Blight Agent. Alright, I'm going to concede. He can just bounce all our permanents and counter anything we do. No reason to beat ourselves up there. This matchup I think should be reasonable. Alright, definitely want Dispels and Night's Whispers. And I don't think we want Diabolic Edict. Don't think we want Agony Warp. Also, unfortunately, Virulent Wound is really bad. So maybe we do want either a couple Edicts or just a couple Mutagenic Growths. Probably the Mutagenics. Just try to win faster with like Unstable Mutation, Mutagenic, and Protection. He could have Pyroblasts, but I still don't think I want Hydroblasts. I don't think they have that many of that effect. So again, Virulent Wound, this is like the matchup I was worried about because Virulent Wound is bad in this matchup. It makes our deck a lot worse. But let's try it like this. We just want to basically like get down like a T2 Blighted Agent or Plague Stinger and then just slam one or two Unstable Mutations on it. So that's the game plan, and other than that, just Ponder, Preordain, Night's Whisper, contentious plan is what we're doing. I like this sideboard plan though. It's making me think the turn where I didn't just fire off both supernatural staminas, perhaps I should have, but it's just so hard to say, and it's just hard to determine that. I'm really not sure if that would have been right. Like if we're playing against like mono blue aggro, these virulent wounds can kill his delvers, or we're playing against like things that make a lot of 1/1s, we can just kill those, then it seems pretty nice. Let's go first. Keep this hand. This hand looks fine. We have Preordained Double Ponder. Yeah, we only have 1 land, but we can just Preordain, put 2 non-lands on the bottom, and then Ponder. So we're really, really likely to find lands. I mean, these cards are fine, but we just need lands at this point. Like I was saying, bottom 2 non-lands, draw a non-land. Now we still get to Ponder next turn and draw a random card. Now we'll get 3 more cards. And we hit a Dismal Backwater, so we'll keep that. Probably won't be firing up this Night's Whisperer for a while. Backwater, pass. We could just fire off a Night's Whisperer. No, because then we're probably going to have to discard. Let's just go Ponder. If there's no lands, I can shuffle. There is an island there. Okay. Unstable Mutation's not going to be good yet. Let's draw the island. Shuffle your library, no. Play island. And I guess now play Night's Whisper just to be mana efficient. Draw up to 7, pass. And then we're drawing a random card, and then we can Ponder again. And then hopefully we can, we have pretty decent setup here. Okay, counterspell is good actually. Let's just go Ponder, looking for more lands. Ooh, there's Aqueduct and Ash Barrens. Thing is, now I need to find a creature at some point. I also want to spell though, so I think I need to draw all of these. Thing is, if I play Aqueduct this turn, I'm gonna have to discard, which I don't really love. But I can't really just play Ash Barrens either, and if I cycle Ash Barrens, it's kind of annoying for me too, because then I can't draw the Dispel. What if I put... I'm just having trouble with this one. I think I really do want this Dispel. If I draw Ash Barrens, play Night's Whisper. No, that doesn't work. I could just discard this play Dimir Aqueduct, discard Mutagenic Growth, leave up Counterspell. Kind of leaning towards that. It's, again, not perfect, but also if he plays an Impulse, we can just counter it with Dispel. Yeah, I think I will. I just don't want to have to discard. Yeah, you can untap and resolve a Stonehorn or something, but I'm fine with that. There's Tron. Prism, sure. Mole Drifter, now I wish I had Counterspell it. It's looking rough here. We had to shuffle away that Plague Stinger early just to hit our land drops. So we knew we were drawing Dispel there. So now I think I need to lead Night's Whisper. There's another Aqueduct that's not really doing it right here. I could just discard this Ash Barrens, or I could just cycle it right now, but I think I just go Island, pass, discard Ash Barrens. Then I have Counterspell and Dispel it. The good news is we have really good protection, so once we do find a creature, we can play it with good protection up, and we have a lot of pump to go for a win. But the problem is he just has so much mana and so many cards, like he's really doing his thing. Don't care about taking damage here. Okay, we'll just untap. Okay, Preordain's great. Let's go Preordain. Now looking for creatures. Bottom these. There's a Blighted Agent. Probably not even going to go for Blighted Agent this turn because I can't have double counterspell up if I do. So instead, I'm just going to go Aqueduct, bounce Island. Then I may even just discard Island. I mean, I could discard Mutagenic Growth, but again, I kind of want that. I kind of need to be able to get a hit in to win this game, I think, and having Mutagenic seems nice. Oh, is this Ghostly Flicker? Oh, just cycle? Sure. Alright, now I can consider to dispel this again just so I don't have to discard. Is that worth it? Because I do want dispel to protect like more important stuff. Just also deciding if I need this land at all. I think I do want it. I think I'm going to do this. Might be wrong, but also don't really just want to allow him to set up indefinitely. I guess if he counters back here, it's nothing I can do. I don't want to fire off my counterspell for that. Ephemerate right now, main phase, and he does have 2 blue up. I could just try to counter this. It's rough. I think I will. Could be bait also, but I don't think I can allow him just to do whatever he wants. Dispel. Makes sense. He gets to draw 2. Could have just attacked first. Play another Muldrifter. Yeah. Oh, Jinrava Horror bounce an Aqueduct. That's brutal. I think I have to just discard Aqueduct here. I can't play it into Horror. I think I'm dead though. This matchup is certainly tough. Alright, so now I just run out both of my Infectors. So I just go Plague Stinger, even though Plague Stinger's not that good. Blighted Agent, and then just leave up Stamina. I guess he can just blink Horror and just fucking wreck us here. There's nothing we can do. And he can just rebound onto Horror here, I guess. He's doing it onto Muldrifter, okay. We could draw another counterspell. Another Muldrifter, you got it. And he must have a way to like bounce this and flicker this like mid-combat or something, and we used all our counterspells early. Probably misplayed this game, but I think we also just didn't draw really very well, like how we needed to. He almost certainly has Ghostly Flicker or Ephemerate up here. Yep, definitely just taking. And I need to go for the Unstable Mutation 100%. There's no other way to win. Let's go and just hope he doesn't have a way to flicker, but he will. He's drawn a ton of cards. Yep. This is Ghostly Flicker here. Oh, Unwind. Just counter it. Interesting. Okay. Now I just attack with Blighted Agent. Probably just fire off some Staminas if I think I have any chance to get through. I think we're just losing this game to this control deck here. So I think I'm doing this. Stamina here. It's pretty bad, just +2/+0. They don't have that many ways to kill our guy. So maybe I should have thought about siding some of these out as well. What is this, Electrickery? Pyroblast. So, I mean, I can fire off another Stamina. I guess I'm not conceding. So it's possible he doesn't have another way to flicker, but he also has a bunch of power in play. This was basically the matchup I was most scared about. We got ranched here. Just about ready to pack it in and go round 2. Oh, are we just dead on board? 8, 9, 10. Not quite, but there's no way that we can deal 10 infect now. So our opponent's pretty smart just to get in there. Because now, even if we drew another unstable mutation, we just hit for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it's not nearly enough. Alright, I mean, I guess I could loop contentious plans somehow, or I'm not sure, but I'm also just gonna get flickered here, or like a removal spell. I'm almost certain. I guess I'd do it on the Plague Stinger. Another Stamina here. 3. Oh, I can't even cast this. Okay, I'm just dead. Just play our cards out. Sure. Give his Muldrifter a counter. And he got us. GG's opponent. Let's go round 2. Alright, welcome to round 2 against Whaaaaaat. I have no idea how to say that. I'm probably butchering it, so sorry for that. But we're on the play. Same looks reasonable. Now we just pray they play a 1 toughness guy here, and we can get the infect train rolling. If not, hopefully we draw a blue source. Okay, Delver? No Delver. Unfortunate. Okay, there's Island. That was one reason to play Island turn 1, but I'm just not going to play anything here. Rainstorm. Wonder if this is a Tireless Tribe combo, which Virulent Wound is very good against because it puts a counter on his guy. Evolving Wilds. Could be just Scred. Blue-red. Scred. Certainly could be that. Delver. Preordain. Okay, that's not ideal. Next turn I'm just playing Island and leaving Counterspell up, plus Wound. I'm not going to fire off these contentious plans before we have an infect counter on him. Now I think I want to play Preordain. These both seem good enough. Maybe I'll just bottom the Ash Barrens though. Top the Ponder and fire off the Ponder right now. I like this. I mean, Ash Barrens, yeah, would have been fine to draw, but this looks good too. Do want to draw Preordain and Blighted Agent in the next 2 draw steps. Could be annoying if we need to Agony Warp, but I'm going to put that last. Just draw the Preordain and pass the turn. Sucks not to have Counterspell up there, and we're not really going to be able to hit a land drop here, but there's nothing we can do. Ooh, Blue Black. This is probably just Blue Black Delve now, or Blue Black Delver. I'm just not playing a spell. Okay, now the problem is we can't play Blighted Agent with Counterspell up, and he just has open mana, so just lead Preordain. I don't think we need this Agony Warp. Just counterspell? Okay. Can't play Blighted Agent right now either. Could fire off a Contentious Plan, but then that really gives away what we're doing as well. Now bottoming the Ash Barrens is just looking really bad. Land, 3 mana, Angler. Okay. It's not good. It's definitely not good. Play Blighted Agent, pass. Leave up stamina. Almost certainly he's going to have a removal spell for this Blighted Agent, but as long as he doesn't have like Snuff Out plus Agony Warp or something, we might be okay. Just have to take 5. Echoing Decay. Alright, well, let's go for this. He might have another counterspell too. Dispel. Yep, this is just not going well. Mystic Sanctuary back. Echoing Decay. Yeah, that's brutal. And we haven't even been able to infect him at all. I'm assuming he has Delvers, but he might not. Then draw the Echoing Decay with Augur. There's Blighted Agent. Alright. I think I have to just run it out. Oh, he has Echoing Decay. Maybe he won't go for it. That was probably wrong. Tragic Lesson right now, sure. Buy back Mystic Sanctuary, and that's gonna be too much, I think. These draws have looked really bad, but in the times I've like played this deck before, this is basically like the worst it's been functioning so far. Alright, I just take. Alright, he doesn't go for the decay, so that's good for us. I'm going to attack for 1. It's going to be just too tough to race this Angler now also, that's the problem. Echoing Truth. I think I just need to counter it. He has Decay as well, but there's nothing we can do. So we just hit for 1, and then we start firing these off, but it's just going to be too late now. I just think there's no way to get around this Angler now. Because our removal spells actually don't answer it. I think we can bring in like a bunch of Edicts though. Yep. Alright, I'm just going to concede. Let's just move on to the next one. We're just not winning from here. I mean, yeah, putting that Ash Barrens on bottom probably was wrong, but I don't think we were winning that game regardless. I think I just want Edicts. Night's Whispers do seem pretty good. I mean, if they have Delvers, wounds are good. If they don't, they're terrible. I also need Dispel. It's a ton of cards I need. These Unstable Mutations are good. They might be kind of tough. I don't think we need Agony Warp. Could just side out Virulent Wound just to be safe. Then if he has Delver, it's pretty annoying. Could hedge and side out like a couple. Could even just side out all the Contentious Plans. I know they're kind of good in this matchup. I think I need the supernatural staminas to play around edicts and stuff. I'm going to side out some unstable mutations too. Maybe I just need to take out all the virulent wounds. Alright, let's just do some like cookie cutter cuts. Bring in all the edicts. Try to kill his anglers. That should buy us a lot more time. Let's go with this. We go up to 4 Night's Whisper here. So that should, I mean, we have 20 lands too. Just felt like we've kind of either been getting flooded or mana screwed. Just had, like, the deck hasn't been flowing very well. Keep this hand though. Could just run out a T2 Plague Stinger with this draw. Could also just start firing off some Night's Whispers. Oh, there's the Delver. Okay. Might even just Edict that right now while he's tapped out. I don't hate it. Can just wait on this Plague Stinger until we have more protection. Let's just get that off the board. Because if he goes like flip that Delver, untap, have counterspells up, start clocking you, that's going to be pretty annoying. Okay, interesting. He plays a tap land. Now I'm going to plan on going... I'm going to cycle Ash Barrens right now, get an island, play Night's Whisper. I think that's better. I mean, I could just resolve this Plague Stinger, but I can't protect it right now anyway. I'd rather like play it next turn when I can likely protect it. Okay, he has a Brainstorm Shuffle, so that's pretty good. But also we have Plague Stinger with Counterspell next turn. So this is like more like where I wanted to be with this deck. We have more Night's Whispers, we have another Edict, we have a good line next turn of Plague Stinger plus Counterspell. Like, we're not trying to infect them super fast. We're just trying to kind of play like a mid-range controlling game and get a couple hits in, maybe pump our guy, and then find a way to get the last couple infected through. Right, he had to think about that Brainstorm for a little while. He does shuffle. He also probably wants the land to be untapped, so he kind of has to shuffle. Preordain. You got it. One bottom, one top with Preordain. And he's gonna like tap out to play Augur or something? Yeah. I'm not really concerned about edicting that Augur. Rather leave up Counterspell. Ooh, Blighted Agent. That's a nice one. Kind of want to just play Plague Stinger. I don't think he's going to be able to play a flying blocker anyway, so it's kind of the same thing. And if he has some way to kill Plague Stinger through a Counterspell on his next turn, like removal plus counter, I'd rather the Plague Stinger die than the Blighted Agent. So I think I'll kind of like play it safe and just run out the Plague Stinger first. I could also just play Blighted Agent right here, but I don't like that. I'd rather leave up Counterspell. Yeah, we're looking to be in a reasonable position. I mean, his deck is kind of a mid-range control deck as well. Just playing really strong cards like Augur, Tragic Lesson, and he has Mystic Sanctuary and we don't. It's another card I thought to include if I wanted to build this deck in a way to utilize Mystic Sanctuary somehow. Maybe just like continuously like getting back Contentious Plan, maybe having some Deprives in the deck, maybe Tragic Lesson, that sort of thing. Alright, there's Delver. I could just try to counter it. Because I don't have a removal spell for this right now. I don't think I want to use my counterspell on Delver. And you put 2 on top with Preordain, so he is going to be able to flip the Delver next turn. Okay, we'll take... I wonder if I just play an Edict end of turn though. That opens us up to like a Disfigure, but that's about it. Alright, I'm going to do it. I just can't like never use my mana, I don't think. If I get Disfigured, I get Disfigured. Probably just sack Augur here. Okay. We did that successfully. Ooh, stamina is great. It's a really nice draw. So I definitely have a couple options this turn. I'm going to start by attacking. Probably just going to play Blighted Agent and leave up Counterspell, but I have I could Ponder first, try to hit a land. I could Night's Whisper, leave up Counterspell. If I Ponder and I miss on land, then I can still leave up Counterspell plus Stamina. But then I don't get my Blighted Agent down. I'm just going to get this down and take a slow route here. Then I have Counterspell plus Stamina up, which I like. And I get my Blighted Agent down. Snuff out on Blighted Agent. I think I just Stamina my guy here. Could use Counterspell to be more mana efficient. But Counterspell deals with like an Angler or something as well. Let's just try for the Stamina. It can't be regenerated, but we don't regenerate. This goes to the graveyard, then it comes back. Wow, Snuff Out's good in this matchup. Just 0 mana. Kill a non-black creature, so kill Blighted Agent. Then he flips Delver because he went top on Preordain. Suffocating Fumes. Wow, we just got fucking blown out. Okay, we just lose now. I was thinking about not playing the Blighted Agent to play around an effect like that, and I just chose not to. So now we're in a really, really rough spot. It's not over, but I'm going to start Preordain. Just going to bottom top. I'm going to play Ponder first, and then probably just play Night's Whisper. Just keep drawing cards. Let's shuffle these. I don't want those. Now I'm going to Night's Whisper. And pass. See, now if he untaps and plays Angler, I'm just super dead. Could have just let the Blighted Agent go as well, but then this Delver's kind of dealing with our Plague Stinger. This seems like an Angler to me. Yeah. Now I'm going to lead Preordain. Definitely need to start playing more lands. Okay, I'll top. Top, land, and then play Blighted Agent. Hopefully it won't get countered. I can't take any more time off though. He has 8 power on board. Counterspell. Yep, pretty sure we're dead. Thought Scour himself. Looks like a quick 0-2 start to this league. Tragic Lesson just to hit his land drop. Another Angler, sure. We're just dead. Now we're just drawing Plague Stinger and we can't win. Yeah, so pretty disappointing start to the league. Let's go round 3 and see if we can turn it around. Okay, 0-2 here with Blue Black Infect. We're against Jim James. Let's play first. Keep this hand. I am going to lead Swamp here. Maybe we can get lucky and play against a turn 1 Delver or a turn 1 toughness guy. Then plan on just running out Blighted Agent turn 2 most likely. Okay, was this Elves? It is. Okay, so Virulent Wound is great in this matchup. And they can't really interact with our Blighted Agents. So that's nice. We are in the 0-2 bracket here. Okay, go to our turn. Just slam it. Oh, another Virulent Wound. That's perfect. because now next turn we get to go Virulent Wound and lead up counterspell. So we're putting our draw, just drawing the second Virulent Wound in there, just really put us in a good position to win this game. I think it's not over yet. That deck can go off pretty hard, but we got to kill his one drop. We were on the play. He can go Birch Lore, Nettle, kind of play a bunch of guys out. But there's nothing I could do about that. Okay, he doesn't have it, but he can play one more 1/1 here. Okay, he doesn't have that either. Now I need to decide, do I kill Llanowar or Birch Lore? Plague Stinger. Wow, I think I'm just playing that out too. I just need to get a faster clock down, then I can leave up counterspell. I think I'm killing Birch Lore because sometimes they have Distant Melody as well. And I mean, this adds a fair amount of mana. Okay, so let's go Virulent Wound this. Play Plague Stinger, attack with both. So yeah, when Virulent Wound is good, it makes this deck a heck of a lot better. Now if we just draw Perfect and draw Unstable Mutation, we just win. Okay, we got into 3. We're hitting for 5 next turn, and we'll have Counterspell up starting next turn. We have a Suffocating Fumes, a Disfigure. And again, the Virulent Wounds are great in this matchup. Supernatural Stamina might not be necessary here. Okay, Priest of Titania, scary. Fintorn, sure. But now we have Counterspell up for his big threat. Oh, Agony Warp, that's another good draw. I could Agony Warp the Priest, but I'd rather just leave up Counterspell than Agony Warp next turn. Okay, attack for 2. Loud-ass motorcycle driving by. And pass. Could have Agony Warped also just now, but then I don't have counter up. I mean, if he goes for like a Lead the Stampede or something, I'm just going to counter it, yeah. And then I can Agony Warp. He still has a bunch of mana, so he could have another Lead the Stampede or Winding Way here. He's just not attacking and not tapping his guys. That's... Oh, didn't mean to put a stop on my own upkeep. Okay, we can't quite kill him. We could hit him to 9, but... I mean, I guess I am going to just give +2/+7 to my guy. Hit him to 9 while we can right now. Then any contentious plan we draw is just lethal. Let's just go. 3, 4, hit him to 9. We have Agony Warp. We can kill Priest. I think I actually just kill Priest on our turn. That just really limits his mana. Just whatever. Just do it like that. And pass. So we're just going to bring in probably all of our removal, even the edicts. And just we're going to just try to like hold him down and kill all of his guys. So he basically has to deal with both of our creatures. Yeah, he wasn't winning that game. When you can stymie their game plan, it's just it's exactly where you want to be in this matchup. So we get to bring in these 6 cards, maybe even some Night's Whispers as well. Don't think we want Stamina, because I don't think they can really kill our guys that much. I kind of want Night's Whisper, but I don't know if we have time for it. Maybe leaving 2 in is fine. Maybe taking out a couple contentious plans because it's a little slow. We could also, just to be faster, like go like this. Because contentious plan is basically 2 mana, 1 infect, draw. And this is 0 mana, 2 infect. You don't draw. So I think this is where I want to be. Also, this helps play around like any potential gut shot he might have. Plague Stinger is also kind of bad if they bring in Spider Silk Armor, but there's nothing I can do about that. Really just want a Blight Agent and Unstable Mutation, plus removal spells. So I'm going to build my deck in a way to maximize the chance of that. Like if our hand is just like Ponder, Preordain, 4 lands, 2 removal spells, I'm gonna snap keep. Again, I don't want to bring in infinite Night's Whispers because they can just like play guys and attack us. So the life loss I think is relevant, and I'm not sure that we have enough time to just play like a million Night's Whispers. Like we need to be like using our mana to play removal spells and executing our own combo. Alright, game 2, this hand looks great. We have Plague Sting and Mutation, we have Double Ponder. Looks like we don't have a blue source, but we do in this Ash Barrens. And opponent kept 7. The scary cards are really their Lead the Stampedes and their Winding Ways. Ooh, Longbow. That's good, but again, we have this combo. And we draw another removal spell, that's good. So now I get to just leave up Virulent Wound. And then if he doesn't play a 1-Toughness guy here, I get to cycle Ash Barrens now. If he does play a 1-Toughness guy, I get to kill it and then cycle Ash Barrens on my next turn. Ooh, Sylvan Ranger. It's like that's not even really one I want to Virulent Wound, but I wonder if I should. So he probably gets Island. I like the Elvis builds without Sylvan Ranger. I think I just go Virulent Wound your guy, because if I draw another basic, I can just get Plague Stinger down. And then he can't just go equip his guy. I think I am just going to Virulent Wound this. He gets a poison counter. Okay, we didn't draw land, so now I have to cycle this to get an island. I can't just play it and play Plague Stinger, that's just way too greedy. But I can get an island and play Ponder. So now we want some more lands, preferably basics. There's an Ash Barrens and a Backwater and a Counterspell. Which ones of these do I need? Because if he goes play a creature, which he's going to do, I can't really just play out Plague Stinger. But I can play Backwater plus Edict. I think I like just drawing all of these. Let's just put it like this, just in case I want to cycle Ash Barrens next turn. Then I have the option to do that. If I don't want to draw a Counterspell, I don't have to, but I can if I want. If he plays multiple creatures here, it's kind of annoying, but I can also play Plague Stinger and Unstable Mutation on the same turn, and you won't have haste on this Longbow. Wow, garbage trucks going outside. This is just insane. I mean, we've had helicopters going by, motorcycles going by, garbage trucks outside, so I apologize for all the background noise. Okay, him playing one creature and tapping out, taking his whole turn is great for us. So now I'm going to go play Backwater, pass the turn. And then if he tries to equip, it's just perfect for us, because then I just get to go Edict your guy. And if he doesn't try to equip and plays another creature, I can just Edict in response, get his Timberwatch Elf. So that's the line. Him just playing Timberwatch makes me think he has Lead the Stampedes and stuff in hand. But we might be able to just, like, if that's his game plan, we might be able to just get him here. So, still feeling decent about this game. Sylvan Ranger. Okay, so now I Edict him in response. Using Sylvan Ranger for forests, fine. Sylvan Rangers are actually kind of good against the Edict effects here, but I still think I want them. I just want to be able to kill all his guys. May try to not care about this Sylvan Ranger though. Counterspell. Counterspell is good. I mean, I think I like just going play Ponder right now. I can draw the best card, then I can Ash Barrens. It's bad if I have 2 good cards on top, but I think it's worth it. So just bear with me. Here's the line. Ponder, then basic land cycle Ash Barrens. Oh man, this is bad. I don't think I want any of these. So yeah, I'm just going to shuffle. Oh, another Unstable Mutation is great. It is fantastic. So now I go basic land cycle this, using the swamp, get island, play Island to leave up counterspell. Oh, but now the problem is if he goes to equip, then I can Edict in response. If he goes creature and then equip, yeah, it's pretty rough for me. But then if he goes just play a creature, I'll just counter it. So still like just passing here. Could have gotten Plague Stinger plus Mutation down there, but then we take the entire turn differently. I like the line I took. I think I'm setting myself up in a reasonable way to play a massive Plague Stinger coming up here. Alright, wow, even attacking. That's interesting. That's great for me because, yeah, it seemed like he just doesn't want to go equip right now. Lead the Stampede, I just have to counter this. I can't allow him just to refuel like for free, because this is often like a draw 3 to 5 cards. They only play like 12 to 14 lands generally, like maybe 1 or 2 longbow and the rest creatures. Wow, he doesn't do anything else? He must have like multiple Lead the Stampedes in hand. Ooh, Agony Warp. So now what I'm doing, I think, is just play Plague Stinger past the turn. If he tries to equip, I can Agony Warp or Edict, and I'm not playing around Gut Shot, but I can't play around Gut Shot no matter what. So I like this. And then next turn I just can double Unstable Mutation plus play another removal spell. So this is looking great. Like if he just goes for equip, I think he's dead. This is kind of like more where I wanted to be with this deck. Is like, yeah, you're an infect deck, but you're also just are like a removal deck, like just with a bunch of, you know, counter spells, kill spells, and then you're kind of controlling the game that way. Well-Wisher just literally doesn't do anything. I guess it's good against Edict, but yeah, you got a Well-Wisher, it's fine. And Priest of Titania. Yeah, that resolves. May just kill Priest of Titania here with Agony Warp. But then I can't play around a longbow, but my guy's going to be a 7/7. So, sure. I think I do want to play Agony Warp. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I think it just slows him down. It slows him down enough. Oh, I could have gained 1 life there by giving this -3/-0 and this -0/-3. But I didn't. Oh no, I couldn't have done that, right? Oh, yeah, he played his guys pre-combat, so I could have. But is what it is, not the end of the world. Okay, so now I'm just going Mutation, and then play another Mutation, then play an Aqueduct, leave up Diabolic Edict for what that's worth. And we get to attack for 7. And I don't think he has like any removal for our guy now. Aqueduct just allows us to continuously hit our land drops, which isn't too relevant as well, and attack for 7. And then he has to have some way to start chumping this Plague Stinger, kill it, or yeah, just some way to deal with, because next turn we're still going to have a 5/5 Flying Infect. This Edict looks like it's, again, not doing much, but looks like he's probably just dead as well. This time we were able to control the game and then set up our win. Whereas against like Blue Black Delve, they were really able to set the pace of the game. Gleeful Sabotage Conspire. So kill both of our unstable mutations. Oh, because it's a sorcery. Wow, I should have Edict to play around that. Wow, and then he can equip Longbow to something as well. Wow, just kind of got wrecked there. I still hit him to 9, but now he can Longbow equip. Wow, could have played around that. I really was not expecting Gleeful Sabotage. I mean, generally it's not going to be great in this matchup. He must have another creature, right? Oh, he's just equipping. I guess I'll just play Edict now. So another unstable mutation is a great draw. Removal spell is a great draw. Land is basically like our worst nightmare here. Okay, Ponder. Ponder's fine. Okay, there's Suffocating Fumes. So I can just kill his guy, and then that forces him to have another answer. I like it. So I go draw Suffocating Fumes, cast it right now. Cast. His creatures get -1/-1. Then he can play a guy and equip, but his guy won't have haste. So this allows us to get the longbow off his guy, hit for 1, and he needs another answer to this Plague Stinger. Wow, that Gleeful Sabotage though. I wonder what his last cards in hand are. Possibly more Lead the Stampedes or something? Looks like we might be able to squeak out our first win and get on the board here. Conceded the game. His opponent says GG. GG opponent. And 1 and 2. Let's go to round 4. Alright, back here for round 4. We're 1 and 2 with Blue Black Infect. We have 0 lands, so we got to throw it back. Our opponent, Henry Morehouse, mulligans as well. We'll keep this. Probably just putting back one of these Ponders. I think we need everything else. We don't know what we're up against. We'll see here. We're in the 1-2 bracket. Island, Delver. Okay. Pretty common start here. Okay, there's Unstable Mutation. It's a good one. I think I'm just leading... I mean, I could just lead Cycle Ash Barrens for Swamp. That way I could potentially just jam Blighted Agent. I think I'd rather just lead Preordain here. Ooh, Aqueduct's actually interesting. I think I'm going top. Seems fine to me just to take a turn off here to develop our mana, play Aqueduct. Oh, snuff out Blue Black Delver again. Okay. Not going to be easy necessarily. Another thing I can do is also just, well, damn, I was going to say just play Blighted Agent, but we know he has Snuff Out now. So now I cannot, because you can just go fetch a swamp, snuff out your Blighted Agent when I'm tapped out. I was going to say I could play Ash Barrens, play Blighted Agent, then use Aqueduct to bounce Ash Barrens, but I just literally can't do that at all. Alright, let's go Preordain, and then plan on just playing Aqueduct. Contentious Plan and another Blighted Agent. Do I want Contentious Plan? I think so. I'm going to go top. Then Aqueduct, bounce Island, and pass the turn. Still have to develop our mana a little bit. Oh, it's an interesting swamp. It's kind of cool. Sorry, my dog was freaking out at the delivery guy there, so I had to deal with that for a second. Let's see. I think here I can just run out a Blighted Agent, get it countered, and then cast a Ponder. I think that's what I need to do. Alright, let's just go Island, Blighted Agent. We won't have Supernatural Stamina up, but I feel like he's going to counter this. If he doesn't, it's not ideal for me. Could have also cycled Ash Barrens there, but I like pondering first. Alright, so now I'm going to draw Counterspell. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I put Counterspell on top, I draw it. And then during my upkeep, I can cycle Ash Barrens and shuffle those 2 lands away. So I draw. What just happened? Did I just put it in the wrong order? Damn. I think I put the cards back in the wrong order. I think I put Counterspell back last. So now I'm gonna draw land to land. God damn, that was a pretty bad misclick. I was just like so excited to tell everyone here how I make the play, and then I just totally punted because now I'm gonna draw land. Oh, it's so bad for me. I think I still have to. I think I'm still gonna Ash Barrens on upkeep. Now I go down to 11. That sucks. Should have had Counterspell in my hand. I don't know how I put those back, so there's nothing I can do. Let's get Island. We'll just go to draw a random card. It's a Ponder. Oh, that felt really bad. We gotta get lucky to win this game now. Maybe if we draw another Unstable Mutation, we can win. But he's hitting us for 8, so we really don't have to win next turn. I don't know if there's a way to do that. We hit for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, well now we can't even. Now we have to do this. Yeah, this matchup seems kind of rough as well. Wow, just double Snuff Out. Yeah, Snuff Out's just so good in this matchup specifically. Now we're super dead. Okay. Is there any reason to like play it out any longer? I don't think so. Alright, I think I'm gonna bring in Edicts, Dispels. Maybe I bring in all the Night's Whispers? Not sure if I did that last time. I think I need to cut some number of mutations. I think I can cut. Agony Warp does kill Delver. I think I want to just try to Virulent Wound Delvers. Maybe I'm just taking out Contentious Plan here. Maybe Contentious Plan's just not good enough and shouldn't be in the deck at all. I think I need all the Supernatural Staminas here. I could keep like 2 Contentious Plans and not bring in the Night's Whispers. Because again, they can put a clock on us, and if our hand is just all Night's Whispers, that might be bad. Alright, I think I can try it like this. I don't think I want Disfigure. I think Edict is where I want to be in this matchup. Just try to get his anglers. Virulent Wounded Delver, Edict the Angler. Maybe I want all the Night's Whispers though. It's tough. Alright. Keep this hand. Same looks pretty great. We have Preordains to find more lands. We have Virulent Wound to kill a Delver. And we have Stinger, Blighted Agent, and an Unstable Mutation. Opponent on the mulligan. And I'll just lead Backwater and pass. If opponent plays Delver here, I think I just have to go Virulent Wound it. I could get greedy and try to Preordain, but I have to hit Untapped Swamp in order to do so, and if he flips Delver, then I can no longer kill it. So I have to just take a turn off of trying to hit a land just to kill Delver. I really want to kill it, and giving him the poison counter is nice, but mostly I just want to get it off the table. Now let's see what he's got. Looks like he's just stopped on his upkeep. Either he's in the tank or he's Just doing something else. Thought Scour himself. Maybe he's trying to hit a land too. He does have a tap land. Okay. Wonder if he doesn't have any more though. I mean, we don't have any more. But let's lead on Preordain here. I think I just want all the lands. Let's go top. Play Backwater. Pass. Next turn, I can go like Plague Stinger plus either Cycle Ash Barrens or Preordain. If my opponent wants to leave up Counterspell, they can't play a blue spell. Don't really want to just get this Plague Stinger counterspelled either, actually. Though it's not like the end of the world, but probably has multiple removal spells as well. I guess I can go. I'm going to need another blue source, so I could just go Swamp Plague Stinger. It gets counterspelled, that's fine. I won't fight over it. Can't. And then cycle Ash Barrens, get an island, and then I can play Blighted Agent with counterspell up the turn after. Alright, that's my line. Just going to wait on this Preordain until later. You plan on using this mana to cycle Ash Barrens. This is just going to die. Almost 100%. Suffocating Fumes? Yeah, I'm fine with that. He probably just did that because it's mana efficient. Delver? Sure. See, now Delver's fine, where we're a little bit more established as well, and we don't really care about a 3/2 flyer at this point. But on turn 1, it's a lot different. We can't just allow him to like untap and then protect it for the rest of the game. So now I get Island, untap, play Blighted Agent with counterspell up. We can't wait till we have like double protection up. I don't think we don't have that kind of draw here. Opponent also only with 3 cards in hand. They don't end of turn kill Blighted Agent, so that's a good sign for us. No flip as well. If they go Angler, I think I just let it resolve. I don't think I care about it this game. Now I care about Unstable Mutation, Blighted Agent, and Protect It. Unfortunately, we have 2 swamps, so it's hard to play all these blue spells in one turn. But I guess I can continue to wait on this Preordain. You also don't want to play Unstable Mutation the same turn you play your guy, because then it gets -1/-1. So you want to wait until the turn you're about to attack with it. Ponder. So all I can do is Unstable Mutation, leave up counterspell, and then the next turn play these cantrips. I feel like he's going to try to play a removal spell here, so hopefully he doesn't have removal spell plus counterspell. Okay, that resolved. Interesting. Probably should have played this land first anyway. Hit for 4 Infect, up to 5. Alright. Looks like we're in a good spot. Now we have counterspell up, plus untap into double cantrip. If this flips or not, doesn't really matter. Oh, Snuff Out. That's not ideal. But I feel like if he had a counterspell, he would have just gone for it. I mean, I'm going to try to counter this. Just snap resolved. So I feel like that means he doesn't have another way to answer it. Mystic Sanctuary back, Snuff Out. Does he have Augur of Bolas here? No, he's just going to try to kill it next turn. But now we get to hit for 3 up to 8. If we draw Supernatural Stamina or another Unstable Mutation, I'm just going to go for it because I'm pretty sure he has no way. We have... Oh, wow. Contender's Plan is good. Contender's Plan is great. Alright, let's lead Preordain. Try to find something. Island is not it. Bottom. Backwater is not it either. But we have Ponder. We have Diabolic Edict plus another Ponder. Do I shuffle this to try to get something better? I don't think so, because he's drawing Snuff Out, and he's going to just kill our guy. But we hit him up to 8, 9. We get to kill his Delver, and then have Ponder. I could also draw this Ponder this turn to try to go for a win, because Unstable Mutation or the +2/+0 kills him. But if I shuffle, I'm just drawing any random card. Just not great. Don't really care about killing his guy either. So if I draw a random card, I can go Contentious Plan. But then I don't have any more blue sources either. I'm just going to keep these. I think they're just too good. Yeah, he's going to get to snuff out my guy, but there's nothing. I don't think I can do anything about that. So let's go Backwater, then hit for 3. Then he's going to draw Snuff Out and play it on Blighted Agent. I mean, we know he's drawing Snuff Out, so there's no reason to upkeep this Diabolic Edict, I don't think. He's going to Snuff Out this Blighted Agent 100%. Casting it for 4 mana just because he has nothing else to do, I assume. Sure. So now we only have 1 Contentious Plan left in the deck, so we basically need to draw another Infector or a Virulent Wound, plus another removal spell. But I'm just going to eat this Delver. Could wait to try to find Virulent Wound first, but I like this line. Let's lead on Ponder. We know we have a land on top. Counterspell Diabolic Edict plus land. I think I'm going to go shuffle this. Try to find a way to win. Let's go Contentious Plan. He's just F6'd. Ponder is perfect. Blighted Agent and Plague Singer. Okay, it's definitely what I want. I'll just run out the Plague Singer first. I don't think they have any flyers that they can just play. I mean, maybe this is just wrong. Because I guess he could have I think it's a 7 mana 3/3 Flying Delve. I guess sometimes they run 1 or 2 of those cards. Okay, there's Decay. Now we untap it, draw and play Blighted Agent. We are drawing a land next turn though. Our opponent also has nothing else going on. This is a good game. Some of the other games we were just getting crushed, but that one's felt a little bit better. We were able to kill an early Delver with a Virulent Wound and then control the game enough to Unstable Mutation on a Blighted Agent and get 2 hits in. Barely able to get there. Just going for too many Unstable Mutations seems tough though because they have a lot of removal as well, so we can't just like load up on that card. I liked having access to some number of Contentious Plans. Wonder if I just want more Night's Whispers here. Seems a little risky, but I think I like just where it is now. Let's go with this. I definitely like all the Diabolic Edicts. It is awkward against if he has a bunch of Augurs, but I'm going to keep this. We have land, Ponder, Preordain, so I don't think he mulligan these hands. And no Delver for our opponent. Sure. I wonder if he sided out Delver. That would be interesting. Play around Virulent Wound that way. Alright, I don't think I can draw either of these, even though Ponder is decent, just because I need to hit lands. Okay. Keep making it scary for us. And we have 20 land in the deck, and with this draw, we get to look at so many cards. 1, 2, 3 from Preordain, 4 potential from Ponder, plus 2 that we draw for turn. So 7, 8, 9. So we have to have 1 land, essentially, in 9 draws, just to hit a second land. And we have a bunch of creatures with this draw. So if I can, I'm just going to start jamming land. Nice. Just going to slam Plague Stinger here. We can Ponder next turn. If this gets counterspelled, I'm fine with that. Deprive, even better. Sets him back a land. Brainstorm, interesting. Is he going to have an Evolving Wilds effect or Terramorphic Expanse? Next turn, probably leading Ponder. Delver. Yeah, definitely leading Ponder now because I can Virulent Wound the Delver. If I want. And I think I want to because he put Brainstorm on top. So I could, well, I actually drew land, so what am I talking about? I can just go Virulent Wound, play another Plague Stinger. So he did not take out his Delvers, which, I mean, maybe he should have, but he doesn't exactly know our list. So, yeah, we're in a pretty good spot here. Oh, I should have played Blighted Agent there because now I can't play Ponder plus Blighted Agent unless I draw another untapped blue source. So that was pretty rough. Hopefully he plays another Delver here, because then I can just Virulent Wound it. Is this a Snuff Out? Agony Warp. Sure. I played the Plague Stinger first because I wanted my Blighted Agent to have more of a chance to survive. Now I can run out double Blighted Agent, but I don't play around Suffocating Fumes. That way. I think I like playing around Suffocating Fumes. He's likely to have 2 copies of that card. Ooh, there's Supernatural Stamina and Dispel. Great. So I'm going to draw Stamina, and then I'm going to draw Dispel. This is looking fantastic here. Now I get to go Blighted Agent with Stamina up, and then untap I draw Dispel, and I get to play another Blighted Agent and then have a bunch of good tricks up. So this looks like exactly where I want to be. Even if he goes Angler here, we might be able to just race that. Agony Warp, okay, I'll Stamina. See if he has a counterspell. If he does, I still get to go Blighted. He does. I still get to go Blighted Agent with the spell up. So we got our guy, but he only has 2 cards left. I think next turn I am drawing a land, which is unfortunate, but this draw is working out okay so far. We're trading resources. I resolved a Blighted Agent, and now I have Dispel. Most of his cards that kill this are instants, so. Does he have another counterspell? He does. Okay. Both of us with 1 card left. I think I just... I'll just play it. Now the problem is we've used 4 out of our 8 creatures. So we only have 4 creatures left. Oh, Preordain, brutal. Wonder if he had that the whole time or if he just top decked it. One bottom, 1 top. No Angler, please. Delver. Okay, wait. I guess it's better to wait to draw it anyway. Guess I can wait to see what he reveals from Delver, and then go for the Virulent Wound with the spell up. Oh wait, oh no, I can't. Oh no, I have to respond to this. Because I can't let him flip. Oh my god, that was almost such a bad punt. Jesus. But I do like to do it this way to make him use mana on his turn. Counterspell? Just gonna Dispel. Oh, Deprive. Dispel. Then he's drawing a random card. He's not going to reveal it. He's at 2 Infect. He has an island in hand. And we're both top decking. Kermag Angler. Wow, that was pretty much worst case scenario. And that was just a random top deck. And then we draw Counterspell. So we need to draw Diabolic Edict in the next couple turns. It would be nice to naturally draw it as well, because then we can have Counterspell up. Delver. I think I need to counter this. Edict. Ponder, Preordain. Night's Whisper. Land. I'm going to hold the land, because in case I draw Ponder. We've also drawn 2 more lands than our opponent here. 20 lands in the deck, which might be too many. Opponent with a random card in hand. Mystic Sanctuary back to Prive. Oh no. So he has a Deprive on top, so I have to draw like an out this turn. Not land. Yep. Now we're dead. Because he attacks for 5, he has Deprive in hand, and then we just die to this. And there's no way we can play around it. It's unfortunate. And Mutation. GG's. Felt like we had a decent shot there, and our opponent just had better top decks at the end of the game than us. Rough. 1 and 3. Let's see if we can at least 2-3 this league. Slightly redeem ourselves. Let's go round 5. Alright, 1 and 3. Not the most exhilarating league so far. We're kind of just getting mopped, but we're against Sacred Devil, and let's see if we can win this match. Let's go. Keep this hand. Most likely going to try to set up a T3. Oh, let's see what we're up against. Elves again. Okay. Let's find some Virulent Wounds. I was going to say most likely going to try to set up a T3 Blighted Agent, but I'm just going to jam on turn 2. Vanguard, okay. Vanguard Ranger. Does he have another elf here? No. This is going to be tough to raise. But maybe we can top deck a Unstable Mutation or something here. Ah, Timberwatch Elf. That's going to be lethal. That's just too much damage too fast. Yep, can't block. Plague Stinger. It's not going to do it. I think I have to preordain. I was going to say I have to hit lands. I mean, am I just dead? This can untap twice. Give +8/+8. I think might have to just go bottom top. I think I bottom. Nah. Well, I think I bottom, and if I don't draw anything, I just pass, and then try to Supernatural Stamina block on something like Vanguard, and then if he goes pump, my guy comes back and I still deal the infect. So let's just try to get lucky and bottom, because we're in a really bad spot here anyway. Can't even attack. Can try to get the Vanguard off the table, but then the problem is he still has Timberwatch. Another Timberwatch. Or Lead the Stampede. Okay, we're just getting ranched here. We just didn't have any removal. So he drew 3 mana, draw 5 there. All right, this is enough. We're super dead. He gets to play out like 3 elves there, trigger this a bunch of times, have like 7 elves, attack with multiple things, or even just Vanguard, and then our Supernatural Stamina play blocking just doesn't do anything. Okay, let's just again bring in all the removal. I think I want the Mutagenics, the Suffocating Fumes. Don't think I want the Staminas. And again, maybe Contentious Plane is a little slow. Maybe I want the Night's Whispers, but again, don't know if I have time for that. I just want to be playing removal spells and unstable mutations. Just go with this, I think. Is there anything I'm missing? No, this looks fine. Let's go. Now we know the matchup, so I mean, I don't think we most likely would have mulliganed that hand anyway. Maybe. Now we have like 11 or 12 removal spells in the deck. Well, can't keep a 0 land. And gotta keep this. A little bit slow, but They kept 7. Oh, no. Cancel. I guess I'm putting back mutagenic growth here. It's not like it really does much with this draw. Oh, I'm just misclicking all over the place. I'm not even going to get to play a spell till turn 3, but we do have triple removal spell. Quarian Ranger, sure. Knight's Whisper. Alright, just play Aqueduct, bounce our land, pass. Wow, is he just going to play a Priest of Titania here? He is. So that's going to have to die. Because he's kind of stuck on mana. So I just go Backwater. And then I'm just going to Agony Warp this now. Then next turn I can also play like Agony Warp plus Edict, or I can run out Plague Stinger plus Agony Warp. So I have a lot of good options. Looks like he's only on the 1 land hand, so he has a ton of gas though. Another Priest. Okay, it's just gonna die. I could kill both of his guys so he can't keep doing this Quarian Ranger trick. I think I'm gonna do that. So I'm just gonna run out Island. Play Diabolic Edict, and then Agony Warp his other guy. And then maybe he'll run out like a Llanowar Elf or something here, but I doubt he has it. Another Quarian, sure. So you have another 1-drop? Looks like he does. This is a pretty cool example of how good Quarian Ranger is. That 1 land hand draw. Alright, so now my line here is Cycle Ash Barrens. I wonder if I get Swamp. I think I do. Get Swamp, play double Plague Stinger. And then just try to race. Draw into some more removal spells. Use Quarian again, or Birch Lore, another Priest of Titania? Sylvan Ranger. Might even get Forest. And he has the Birch Lore. Yeah, he gets Forest. Okay. Quarian, sure. So, Suffocating Fumes in the top 3, please. Oh, top card. Just cast that now. I don't think it's getting like much better than this. Cast. Tap these 2. Could cast Night's Whisper first, but I'm gonna cast Suffocating Fumes there, I think, no matter what. I don't think I need all this mana. So I think I'd rather have 1 life. Wow, he just conceded with 4 cards in hand. Maybe he had like a bunch of 4-drops or something. Okay, we were drawing Preordain, and then we topped these cards. So yeah, we were gonna win, I think. The Suffocating Fumes got him. I wanted to have 2 Suffocating Fumes. I wasn't sure what else to cut from the board, but now he knows about it. Not sure if it matters. I don't think we can really change much. I think I want the counterspells to make sure I have answers to his like Winding Way effects or Lead the Stampede. So it looks like we've lost to Delver, like Blue Black Delver twice, and hopefully we can beat Elves twice here, but we still need to win this game. Alright, gonna keep this hand. We don't have a turn 1 removal spell, but we can Ash Barrens for a Swamp and then kill something. Llanowar. So Swamp off the top is a great draw. Swamp? No. Okay, just gonna Ash Barrens for Swamp here to be safe. Not killing his Llanowar on turn 1 is not ideal, but nothing we can do about it. We can kill his... Oh, Longbow. Okay. Don't need to worry about Longbow for a while. So it's basically uncycling this. Probably just killing Vanguard with Virulent Wound. Another swamp is a good draw. So I guess I'm just starting on Ponder. Ooh, these look great. These look great. Just draw the removal spells. Just want to kill all of his stuff. Next turn I can play 2 more removal spells. Can also play a guy plus a removal spell depending on what he does. Whaaaaaat. Okay, I can just kill that. Looking good. So I can kill both of his guys here. Do I want to Virulent Wound Llanowar? I think I do. And also, do I want to use Edict right now? I think I also do. So I can also just go Virulent Wound to Llanowar. You get a poison counter, and then Diabolic Edict you. Because I want to use the Edict now. Because Agony Warp's better to have in hand. And then I'm drawing Blighted Agent, I believe. So now do I run out a creature, or do I get greedy and Night's Whisper? I think there's no reason to rush out one of these guys, so I think I'm going to Night's Whisper. So if I draw Island, it's good. If I draw Swamp, it's good. If I draw removal spells, it's good. I mean, Aqueduct is fine. It's like equivalent to drawing 2 lands, even if it's a tap land, even if it's a little slow. Llanowar, sure. Okay. Counterspell. So if I go Blighted Agent plus Plague Stinger, and he goes Equip Shoot right now, I can use Mutagenic to play around that. But I do want to leave these counterspells up anyway. So I think what I'm going to do is play Swamp. Yeah, I'm going to play Swamp, play Plague Stinger, and then I leave up Counterspell, Agony Warp, and Mutagenic. Because if he just goes for Equip right now, he takes his entire turn, and I just get to Agony Warp in response, and gets kind of blown out. Yeah. So we play another removal spell, which is why this matchup seems pretty good for us. Sucks we have to use our Agony Warp on a bad creature like that, but now he has nothing on board, we have double Counterspell, and a creature down. We need to draw another blue source to get this Blighted Agent down, but I could just... What if I just play both Blighted Agents? But then he gets to go play a guy, equip. Yeah, I'd rather just start countering his plays. Hit him up to 3. Because if I draw an island, it's great. Then I can start playing Blighted Agents and still have Counterspell out. Just concedes, just doesn't want to play. Okay. I mean, I really think we were going to win that game. But went 2 and 3, not the best result. Especially in the first 2 rounds, felt like the deck wasn't... We just didn't draw that well. Like, I felt like I was either getting mana screwed or mana flooded. Yeah, I might not have played perfectly, but I mean the deck is interesting because you're kind of this mid-range control deck, but you don't care about life gain. You attack from an angle people aren't expecting with the Infect, and this deck is a blast to play. Virulent Wound, as shown against Elves, when this card's relevant, it's very, very good. Like when it's a removal spell plus poison counter, 1 mana, it's great. I'm not sure about Supernatural Stamina. It just seems like a little low impact. Yeah, saving your guys is good, but maybe you just don't care about that. Maybe you just have either more card draw or more interaction in this spot, and maybe you just like bank on kind of like this package of your creatures and Unstable Mutation as like your only pump spell, because whenever you have to cast Supernatural Stamina in order to pump for 2 damage, unless you're going to win the game right then, it feels pretty bad. So maybe you just focus on this for like your Infect squad, then everything else should be like good interaction and removal, and not play Supernatural Stamina. Because as we saw against Delver 2, when we were in the top deck war, and I just drew Supernatural Stamina into Unstable Mutation, it was really bad for us. So that's a consideration to build the deck a little bit differently. Maybe going down to 18 lands as well. That might be a little bit greedy. Maybe 18, maybe 19 lands. And as far as the sideboard, obviously playing against Elves made me want more Suffocating Fumes. maybe we don't need these mutagenics. Maybe Quad Edict is too much. Maybe we just want other removal spells. But when you play against Boggles, you're going to want Quad Edict, I think. And anyways, this is youtube.com/snapbolt. Check out the channel. There's a lot of good other Pauper content, modern content, drafts, tons of stuff on there. If you like the content, just please subscribe. And till next time, thank you so much.